All right, people, it is the season because with the new year about to roll on in, the silly season rolls on in earnest and we love it.
But as partygoers back up after countless Christmas festivities, it can also be a time when some of us lose our manners. Might wake up on the first day of January with a couple of regrets had to be. So joining us now is Nine Honey's Shelley Horton with the best partying advice ahead of the weekend celebration.
Indeed. Now, when I was a gossip columnist at Fairfax for 6 years, I went to 1,500 parties in that time. So I know a thing or two. So you want some tips?
Well, what's the very first thing that we need to think about before we go to a New Year's party?
Number one thing is check the dress code. So you don't want to turn up to someone's house and they've said it's black tie and you're wearing jeans.
No.
You don't want to turn up in black tie when they're in jeans. So make sure that you've got that. And if they say fancy dress, make an effort. So make sure you do that, get it right. It's respectful to the host.
What about bringing something to a party? This is a cask of Moselle?
Cask of Moselle's fine if that's what you're going to drink. If you're going to go the dirty cask, fine. The thing is, like, as my mum taught me, never turn up empty-handed, even if they say don't bring anything. And you know what? The thing is to...
Because they always say don't bring anything.
No, but do, because they're putting in such an effort to throw this party. The other thing is, when it comes to bringing some booze, I think if you're a single, you bring one bottle. If you're a couple, you bring two, because there's two of you drinking. And I think a lot of singles have to carry the weight for all the couples that are there. The other thing that's great is if you actually bring a plate of food, maybe it could be like your signature dish, and that's an excuse to mingle and chat to people, plus help out with the food.
Look at you, hostess and guest with the mostess. So the fireworks are at midnight. In terms of how long you should stay at the party, you don't want to stay for too long, but also you don't want to go home too soon.
There's nothing worse than trying to wrench someone out. I've walked away from my own house once.
Gone up to bed.
Because I couldn't get rid of something.
What do you do?
I know. So basically what you need to do is on the invitation say it will be from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. or give people a time frame, and then you can just make some gentle noises of, hey, time to wrap things up. The other thing is make sure you turn up on time, because there's nothing worse when you're hosting a party and you've said 8 p.m. and no one turns up till 9:30 and you're feeling like a loser with all of this food laid out and no one around. So the earlier you get there, the earlier they're going to leave anyway.
I'm always at parties right on time.
I love that.
And I always leave really early as well. I'm such a bore.
I'm never on time and I still leave early. But a couple of good tips at our place, because we work these early hours. Quite often people know when they come over, I'll just go to bed.
You just go to nap.
Just turn the lights off.
Guys, let yourselves out.
Now, we've just had Christmas and a whole lot of small talk. How do we keep these garbage conversations going? Some people are like Sven Otke, the boxer who didn't have a knockout punch. They keep ramming you with rubbish conversation. What do you do?
Look, I have an amazing tip. So you can imagine I've made a lot of small talk and you can get yourself in so much trouble. So, someone gets married and you're like, so when you're having kids, and then you find out that they've got fertility issues or all that sort of stuff. So I've come up with the best phrase that will work in any situation.
Okay, good.
So what's been keeping you busy? That lets the person choose what to talk about.
What if they, have just lost their job or something?
Well, what if they... So they could say, I'm actually starting a new photography course.
There you go.
So they get to choose.
Okay.
They may want to talk about the fact that they've lost their job. Right. Poor you. But it means that they choose. That way, you're not in that really... Oh,
you've got to be careful,
There is a moment of danger there, because they take you down a corridor that you don't want to talk about.
I know.
But you are...
Tell me more about your divorce. That must have kept you busy.
I don't want to hear about it.
Exactly. So what about, midnight, the big kiss?
The pash,
so it's all about the kiss at midnight. My rule is you don't go tongue. All right? No one wants to see it. No one wants to hear about it. We don't want that massive pash. The other thing is if you're in a relationship...
Your rule's completely separate to mine. I thought that... not anymore, but back in the old days.
Back in the day.
You're a serial pasher?
Of course. Years ago.
We don't want relationships breaking up on New Year's Eve because someone's husband...
That wasn't...
the kiss on the cheek if you're in a relationship. If you've had all the signals all night and it might be time for a quick New Year's Eve kiss, then it's just on the lips, no tongue. I'm telling you now, those are the rules, people.
They're her rules, not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, if there's 2 willing participants, you do what you want to do to bring in 2018. Uncle Tim just told you that.
Uncle Tim's rules are a little bit creepy.
Oh, no, they're not. They're willing participants here.
You've got to be willing. Now, what about resolutions? Do you make them,
I don't do resolutions. I do themes. So my theme for 2018 is 2 minutes of courage, because I think no matter what the situation, if you just use 2 minutes of courage, you'll be able to step up to the plate. Last year, my word was soar, as in soar like an eagle, not soar like sore hip.
Or soar like through the wood. Yeah.
So, yeah, I prefer words
And
or phrases. Yeah, I'm actually really happy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's good, though.
What's been keeping you busy? There's a nice synergy between the courage and my resolution about getting the golf handicap. All I did is have the courage to get through the shot.
2 minutes of courage for that dirty pash.
Wow. Now, that's years ago. I'm old.
Oh, man.
Doesn't
If you
happen
wake
anymore.
up with pash rash, you can't blame me.
Well, this looks like a very nice spread, and if this was at your place, I would be happy to be there.
Very happy.
Can we just do a little toast?
Of course.
Since we have champagne.
Champagne and...
That's Moselle there. Thank you.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that bubbly.
Happy New Year. Happy
Oh,
New
it's
Year.
always a delight to see you,
Yeah.
Shell. All right. Coming up, will England be toasting after beating Australia?